evening. His Excellency, Mr. Vishnu Prakash, Ambassador of India to the Republic of Korea, Dr. Avinash Chandar, Scientific Advisor to Minister of Defense and Secretary Defense R&D and the Director General of the Defense Research and Development Organization, Mr. Moon Ki-jung, Director General of DAPA, Mr. Park Sharma, industry captains from Republic of Korea as well as Republic of India, my colleagues from DRDO, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed delighted to be in front of you on behalf of DRDO and the Indian industry to highlight you certain important areas where these collaborations can happen, and this I really welcome this type of interaction, as the ambassador rightly said, that more often exchange of views will lead to good results. So what I'm showing here is our India's prosperity dynamics. You know, 2000 years before, India was the origin for great scientific thoughts and knowledge, and we have strong propagation of theories for the astronomy, algebra, atomic theory, aviation, cosmology, and the medical sciences. And over the years, we have seen that many religious thoughts came, and the first university which attracted the scholars from other countries started in India. So great rulers were there, and civilization, Indus civilization was strong in societal concepts, and agriculture was the major economic area. So all these things started diminishing when the great invasions happened. Many invasions happened into India, and India became a country ruled by the British for over 200 years before our independence. And that was the time we missed the Industrial Revolution, which happened in Europe, which made industrially developed countries, but India missed the boat, and at the same time the population increased, agriculture reduced, so the prosperity came down. India was at the lower ebb of the prosperity. But after independence, our main area of concentration was to remove the poverty. So the major programs were in agriculture, irrigation, and then there was a thrust for the industrial growth, keeping in mind that economy is depending on the industrial development. And that was the time we were fortunate to have the information revolution. The whole population, the younger population, got educated and moved into the information technology. That pushed our economy stronger, and the economy grew up. The percentage of growth speeded up in the last 15 years. And then we are seeing that the coming years is going to be a knowledge age, and the knowledge age, the India will have dominance in the world, because the origin of India was knowledge. So knowledge will push India. So the concentration today is on the knowledge and the technology. If you look at the growth potential for India, we are growing at the rate of 8.4%, is that average, cumulative average of the growth rate in the last 15 years. There is a temporary turbulence, it's a slight going down to 5.8%, but we expect that within 1 year, it will move up again to the 8%. So this is the highest today in the developing countries. We are very close to China as far as the growth is concerned. Then the young, vibrant market, 580 million under 35 years, and growing knowledge economy, established education system, and the prevalence of English language, 500,000 engineering graduates every year coming up, will also boost the economy. and its fastest growing software and information services industry. The revenue in 2013 is more than $100 billion on the IT and the services. Also, it possesses high technology, particularly in the spacecraft and satellite launch vehicles, space area, and strategic and cruise missiles, supercomputers. These are our strong core areas of technology. And its emerging processing industries, high quality aerospace, pharma and auto industries coming up, an increase in the defense requirements. As the country is growing, threat is also growing, and we need to increase the defense requirements. So there's a booming capital markets which is coming up, and the defense procurement also has a procedure which suggests offset to encourage tie-ups between industries from abroad and India. And more FDI on technology-oriented investments is also coming up. So these are the areas, when you look at it, India is in the growing path, and it has got high potential for collaboration for the Republic of China, South Korea. So if you look at India's the growth, after independence, we have very systematic conceived programs for development and all mission-oriented schemes from agriculture onwards for green revolution, white revolution for milk production, which made our country very strong. Today, India is the largest producer of milk in the whole world, and the green revolution increased our output on the agricultural products, and we are now producing 237 million tons of grains, which is going to be 400 million tons through the second green revolution by 2020. And the power-wise, we are not very in a happy situation. So we are trying to find various means of power, wind energy, solar power, as well as the atomic power. We are clean energy solutions are coming up. And in the supercomputer area, we have gone much advanced, and we have got the Param 500 and the petaflop computers coming up. Communication is 943.5 million connections we have, and in the missile space area, we have moved up. These are all mission-oriented programs. Wherever there is a mission-oriented programs, we could see that the technology advancements could be achieved. And in space, we have started in 60s, and in 45 years, we could see that we have got very advanced systems, PSLV and GSLV operational, which we could put many satellites, both for remote sensing and communication. So we are now offering cost-effective launch vehicle services to the third world countries, the capability to launch multiple satellites, the same launch vehicle. Recovery capability has been improved, and then missions to the moon has been already done. And on November 5th this year, we are going for a mission to the Mars. In the defense area, similarly, the development started in the early 60s with scientific research, forming the DRDO, and the DRDO engaged in technology demonstrations, and in 80s, we launched major programs, major mission mode programs, and that has led to make many systems, design development, which led to technology maturity and core competencies. So that finally we have the limited series production, and the industry came forward to produce, and initially it was the government-owned public sector industries, and later we could see that the industry maturity, once it has got in design and development production, many private industries also participated into the overall program, so that we can go for user trials and induct the system. This has led to collaborations with other countries and forming joint ventures. So once the DRDO has reached into systems production, mission mode programs, and also technology maturity, it attracted other countries to join together. This is one where we have taken a leap forward into for newer systems. Some of the examples are industry cooperations, SONAR area. Initially, it was only the oceanography and transducers development, but today we have achieved SONAR system design, engineering, integration capability to do any type of sonars required for submarine or ship or from the air to water. So these many industries have come forward to work with the DRDO, like Bharat Electronics, which has helped us to produce more systems for the Indian Navy. And all the ships today have Indian-based sonar systems. This is one advanced area where the electronics and signal processing software, we have got a maturity, and that has given us total competitive role. Similarly, in the electronic warfare, another area where DLRL has worked with the number of industries, which helped us to become strong in the development and production of the very advanced electronic warfare systems. This for the Army. Similarly, radar systems, where the core competence has been fully established and the industry developed with a consortium of industries like Bharat Electronics and the large Tibro. So the area of collaborations, we have the collaborations for the surface-to-air missiles, long range with Israel. We have collaboration for the short range with France, and we have collaboration for the early warning system airborne with Brazil. These are all technology collaborations and sharing of work. And finally, we have got a joint venture where the equal partnership has been established between India and Russia for developing a 300-kilometer supersonic cruise missile. The advantage of these collaborations, you can harness the core competencies, you can share the development effort and cost, shorter development time and production cycle because it's being shared. Co-production and joint international marketing is possible. Politically, both countries become strategic partners. This is the meaning of strategic partnership. When you say defense strategic partnership, when you have the free exchange between the scientific people, then it becomes very effective. So this is about the joint venture which has been formed between India and Russia with the sharing of work to develop one of the most advanced systems which has got multiple platforms. It can be integrated, multiple trajectories, and it can work in mountain or desert or on the sea, and it can engage any type of target on sea and land. So it has become a world leader in the cruise missile family as we have gone for a joint venture between India and Russia. So here also again the blend of industries were used for the production. A large attempt has been made to involve the industries, which helped us to totally go for the production in a big way. So in this approach, we have gone for a concurrent engineering, a joint design and development time. The industry participated. Technology sharing has become possible between the two countries, and which led to the customer focus to lead to production. This is the overall concept of the interaction with the industry has led DRDO to develop and produce many systems which have gone into the three services of India, and we are just demonstrating today in the Republic of Korea some of the systems where the possibilities are there for export. Similarly, in the area of missiles, we are very strong in the area of missiles, strategic systems from 700 to 5,000 kilometers, and also short-range ballistic missiles, and the cruise missile with multi-platform, and the ballistic missile defense, tactical missiles. So you have many varieties of the systems. That means DRDO has achieved core competence, which is the big resource for the nation. Procurement policy also to help the cooperation between countries. We have the DPP, which provides the offset for partner industry to work together. Another area of cooperation is intergovernmental agreement, which can lead to technology collaboration and product realization through joint venture. And in the strategic systems, there are areas of certain cooperations possible. In Korea also, I have seen the core competencies. You have moved from input-based growth to knowledge-based growth, and the newer systems from the conventional systems, you have also moved to a new generation, new growth engine policy, which has made South Korea to move up in the technology status. And in the overall, if you look at the manufacturing competitiveness, India and South Korea are very close. And in the competitiveness in the last 5 years also, you can see India 8.49%, whereas South Korea is very close, both are very close. But the export-wise, South Korea is doing well, 154.9 billion export they achieved, and 2011 is 473. You see the jump between 2000 to 2011, and whereas the Indian growth of export is much less, 151. So this is one area we are looking at, but at the same time, there is an increased requirement for use in India. That's why, though competitiveness is same, the total production is same, but the export is less. And we are looking at the areas where commonly we can use go together. And since the war strategy is changing to network-centric, new systems are coming like cyber warfare, kinetic energy weapons, and precision strike weapon. So we have a good opportunity to work together, since both India and the South Korea, both of us are looking at knowledge-based systems. So instead of working individually, which limits our capability, work together and network basis in possible areas of collaborations are in front of us. That will make us to make a competitive product, because the product excellence will come out of two countries, and you must know that there will be cost effectiveness by joining with India. And then delivery in time depends on how we make the production capability. Joint venture will accelerate realization of the competitive products at shortest possible time with minimum cost. So we should integrate ourselves. You have got capabilities in electronics, automobiles, ships, machinery, and petrochemicals. Capabilities in India, space, missile technology, autonomous vehicles, sensors, EW systems, cyber security, and pharma. So we can look at what possible areas we can go together. So can we take the lead together? You see the wonder that was India. A Britisher in 1954 says, India's glorious past is embedded with a rich scientific and technological heritage from the Vedic age, and is an inspiration to create a scientifically advanced and spiritually enlightened human society in which peace, prosperity, and happiness together create a heaven on earth. The Rabindranath Tagore, the Nobel laureate poet of India, in 1929 he says, lamp of the East. In the golden age of Asia, Korea was one of its lamp bearers, and the lamp is waiting to be lit once again for the illumination of the East. Thank you.